What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in Week 7. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Huh.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. He's got a man locked. He'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
What I like about that kick, I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Shot.
Here's the long back on the handoff. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
60 Bobcat. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First half of this, and it goes to the defense. And that really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose opponents. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Pistol now for Mahomes. Connects with Johnson. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. You can shorten your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And they can't bring him down until he gets into the up to the line fast. Again, Mahomes to throw. Well, the pressure really got to him, but still good play defensively as that one ball's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Another throw for Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Throwing again, Mahomes. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Field goal team running out as the Chiefs will go for 3. A very short kick here from the right hand. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. There was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's another first-off mistake. He's intercepted again. Oh, the ball is loose again. Oh, the ball jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball drowned. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete left side.
Offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up and just couldn't quite find the connection.
He gets flattened to the ground.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. Well, they had the look, so he didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. Now they're still racing for it now.
This is an excellent job, Kate, right here by the defense to deny that big play and make them earn it offensively. If they want to reach the end zone, they're going to have to scrap and fight right through them. This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Back to 60. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready to work. Ready to work.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And the Chiefs take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other defenders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw it, I know this feeling. It's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 35 on second down. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
I'm sure, Coach, your play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. No run with Bryant. And this one does not go far. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he's brought down after a short game.
It's so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. I'm trying to monitor where these running backs are. Chipping, are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. Pacheco hauls it in. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 27. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And all he needed was one more stride. He's out at the 2-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. And the jumpiness cost him 5. 1st and goal, a little bit tougher here. Running it after the penalty. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. He gets 2 there, and it sets up 2nd and goal from the 5.
Kind of like that punt returner, Kate, that's just looking for that lane to run. This guy just couldn't find it. Defenders beat him at the spot, left him to try and cut back, or simply take it out of bounds like he just did.
And a bit of deja vu as they step around the line once again.
Not that he's getting a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or you're now forced to put the ball in the air.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Yellow.
They put a receiver in motion right. Oh, what a hit, and the ball's loose. And it's a turnover, the defense has it.
You get down in these compacted areas, Kate, and things happen so fast. Those defenders, well, they fly around the field between the 20s. If you get inside the red zone and they deliver with some viciousness, and that time the hit, well, knocks the ball free and gives that defense a possession.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the gun, it's Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty.
Okay, ready?
And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again.
Tag! 19 Lions. Let go.
Daniels back to throw. And they pick him off again. Daniel Chanel makes the play. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it, because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare! 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives. And at this point, listen, the offense coordinator play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
I know this staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
19 tight.
Another try following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and long for Daniels. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, and they pick him up again. And the Chiefs take over as he records his 10th career INT. Okay, Brock, Now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's going to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
On first down, they'll run. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Hand off, running left, right. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's into the third for a gain of around 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them are just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Take it to the right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. They run again with Wright. He's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Less than a yard needed here on 4. Right again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is getting off the field.
Here we go. Back to 60. Go.
Daniels on first down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, that's one of those cases that we see it at every level. He simply took off before he got full possession, and that's simply a drop.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Let's go. 79 Broncos.
Now Daniels to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Daniels throwing on third. He fires one deep down the middle. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Dex Hill.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
It's first and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. Space, left side, and he's off to the races. touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs bump the lead up to 13 points. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Here we go, set, ready.
On first down, here's Daniels. And they pick him off again. And the Chiefs will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Last thing they wanted to do was make this field goal try easier, but they were jumpy, and they did just that. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. It is a 44-yard look from the right hand. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. One last play before the break. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewan with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is York to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, a couple yards short at the 23. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Johnson. Pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sends up second and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Pacheco start the half. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete.
combinations from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
He fields this at the 18. He found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Commanders will go on offense. First and 10 now from the 30. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. Now Daniels off the play action. Finds a seam downhill. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And a well play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it second down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. Makes the grab and bounds offside. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Again, Daniels to the air. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Leo Chanel makes the play. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. This is Wright running left. And he won't win the race to the outside. That runs rolled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Wright on the carry. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Stuffed at the line a 2nd time, and that will be 3rd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good running his prey right there.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Play action, Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
play fake here. Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Third and short, Daniels. Bobby along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. And that's a Washington touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Commanders leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point try coming up.
Washington will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
16, Commanders 6.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. His return starts at the 5. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And he'll go down here at the 16. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Cougar 19.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9.
They're going play action. And he makes the catch. Did he get more feet in? No. Oh, so close to 6. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Go!
They go play action here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Groupie sends it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker, if he gets to pad his stats a little bit, the high percentage man.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. He'll head out of bounds on the return.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. That's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you use your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Frank gets it, headed right. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. Got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kid, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
And it's a good pass rush. Easy throw it leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two and third downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Brings it in at the 12. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. They're out and set, first and 10. Second and 8. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. The line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
To the air, third and long. Crosser. He made a bit for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first. They'll throw it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Oh, they get him yet again. And the Chiefs take possession possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
He gets flattened to the ground. Even 5 on that carry. Bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you could be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And the defense is all over this one for big loss.
We often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You've got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Ran for a moment, but a quick defensive play. Jarred loose, incomplete. He may have taken away that quick slant. Look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. Anticipated that route. It's Johnny.
They did it! He made the interception! And the Commanders have some new life in the 4th. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Daniels on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Dax Hill. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. One earlier.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Cut 19, cut 19. Trap 60, trap 60. 18 back, 18 back. Mustang 19.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big plays, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And now probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Dax Hill. And the Chiefs take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Able to find Wright. And this one doesn't go far. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Even 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Running right. He's right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple of yards, and it's 4th down and 5. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
That kick, that throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 Lions.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
You're good on the point after. And the Commanders get it back to within 6. Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So score this a win for the Chiefs. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Orlando.